What's going on, people? Let's see who shows up at this early hour. I just wanted to make a little response video to myself that I made from the video last night about choice, because I figured a couple of people might have a few questions to further that idea, because I don't like to leave people with the concept that they have no choice. That's not very empowering now, is it? That's not the message. So I don't want anybody to get stuck in that and think that that's what is being said, because it certainly isn't. But I'll just wait a little bit, see if anybody shows up at this early hour. Y'all had me up late last night, though. Y'all had me up with some Papa Legba energy. You had me spirited out, huh? We'll see. We'll get on with this talk in a second. As I usually say, this will be a short one, and then 3 hours later, we'll see what happens. Let's see who shows up to the party at, I don't know what time it is, 8 o'clock? We will see. And for anybody coming to the show after I post this, you can always check in the description box to give me some currency. I got that Venmo and I got that new app Cash, so check that out. And that would be rad. Let's see. I guess no one's gonna show up. I'll just talk. Cool. We'll just talk about energy and choices and why it is. Here, let's do this first. Let's talk about choices and what I mean, and then I'll show it to you in real time. As I was going on last night about people not having choice, how do you acquire the point? How do you get to the point of having choice? That's a better question, because in life most people don't have choices, as I very firmly and very firmly expressed last night in that video. You can check it out. Actually, I didn't do it live. I just did a little recording, and it's because you have so many things that that boxed you into wherever you are in life. That how is it you can have a choice? That was the concept, and I would suggest to go listen to that video first. But to get to the point of having choice, you have to realize that you didn't have choice prior. It's kind of like you can't fix something that you don't know is an issue. If you're walking around with a stone in your shoe and you just assume it to be that way, that's just the way it's supposed to be, you'll walk around with the stone in your shoe forever. And that's what that's essentially what people are doing. And I can show it to you from like the level of choice. See, the level of choice is, I think, in essence, three levels of choice. These 3 levels of choice I can show you through these things, and I can give you an idea about them and when you acquire them and how to acquire them. And somebody had referenced that I think you choose coming into this life, and you choose kind of an overarching. What up, PMIs? Excellent, cool. I think you choose. As somebody said that they think you choose, coming into this life, a general overarching construct of what your life might be. And that's I like the debate. I like the idea. A lot of people say these things, but I'd like to find somebody that I actually have a trust in, that I know they get out of body and know that they've been to places and spoke to higher levels of awareness, a higher self, a spirit guide, etc., and that they can say certainly that we chose to manifest into this life a certain set of circumstances. I think that might be it. I think going further with that, I think really what we choose coming into this life, if there's that idea of spirit before this, where we come through the portal and we agreed to basically erase our memory only to find it back, we basically wrote a book. And then the moment that we get choice is the moment that we realize that we wrote a book, and we pick it up and we start editing it. And that's what I think happens. Essentially that. If you don't know you wrote that book and you don't know you have the power to edit it, then you think that everything is just predestined. What up, Gary Baxter? Good to see you, man. People have this, oh, God will take care of it. Even the people that are on the love and light garbage, they're like, oh, the universe will take care of it. Like, no, you've missed the point. That's somebody who comes into the situation believing that they have no control whatsoever. And I think most people are in that boat. You're in that boat most people are in that boat until they're 20, at least, if not 25, before they have any even a minor amount of choice of editing their script. And most people won't even get to the point of editing their script because when they're in college, most of their life was already drawn out for them, whether it was by their parents, society, or themselves. So the moment that you can pick up the book yourself, and when I say book, I'm even talking about this, the living tarot deck, the book of the cards, yourself. The moment you can say, oh shit, here's where I am and here's how I got here, then you can start to unravel and decompress and deprogram yourself from all of the sets and circumstances that you wrote into a book, if that happens to be it, the original book that you wrote before you got here. But even at that, there's only a micro amount of choice you get to make until you have like a larger degree of control over your mind. And control and choice are very intimately connected. A lot of people like to get into this thing where they believe, oh no, the universe will take care of it. No, the higher self will take care of it. And I'm like, that's garbage. It takes care of it while you don't know what's going on to, in some ways, maybe guide you and protect you from things. But you can always look at things and go, damn, look at all those people out there. Where's their higher self? Did they really chose to live a life of getting their ass beat forever and going to, like, no. You know what I mean? So that's where I have to, like, kind of say, no one would ever choose a life of complete misery and subjugation. And there are plenty of people on this planet that are that. So unless they're just automatons, like, really, and just running through as, like, they are the archetype of this, and they're really not engaged with the universe, and they don't have any true spirit, and they're not connected to the soul, in that case, maybe. There's a possibility that that's the case. You know, we could talk through all the possibilities, but as sits, like, what do we have control over? Where do we start? How do we edit our own book? And it has to do with this right here. This is an explanation I was giving through the tarot. The last couple days I was showing symbology to people, archons and archetypes. He got me drinking a Coca-Cola in the morning because Papa Legba spirit got in me last night. He had me drinking too much of that bottle. But anyways, here's how it works. As always, this is the perfect example of everything, and it goes into every piece of my work that I've ever explained to anybody. You're either overstanding, understanding, or understanding. And in that is the three levels of being. It's the densities of earth, water, and air. It's encoded even in this card. If I'm standing here reading someone's fortune, I'm prophetizing for them. That's why it's called a fortune reading and profiting. Someone's profiting, someone's making money, someone's making a fortune telling. It's called the fortune. You're tuning someone's four. You're tuning the four elements, basically. A fortune. What is your fortune? A fortune teller. So if I tell someone their fortune, they're standing underneath the deck. It means whatever this card is what they are. That's the stars. What a wonderful card to to break the morning, into the good in the morning. What a beautiful card, the stars. That means they're a star. But that's all they'll ever be. If they come to me, if they go to a card reader, they go, oh, I'm divined by that. It's the same idea of going to church. If you go to church, the preacher's telling you what you'll be. If you listen to your parents, they're telling you what you'll be. If you go to school, if you go to college, if you go to, even if you think you're in this love and light thing, you're underneath that dominion and an archetype and architecture and that force of whatever they want in these groups and clubs. You're still underneath it. There's no, you're coded into a system. These are the rules, sets of obligations. That's what you are. That's understanding. If you are sitting with the cards yourself, I have these cards here, and I go, what do these cards do? What do they mean? And I flip them over, and I start looking at them, and I start engaging in the symbology, and I become a symbol literate person. I understand the cards. Like, what do these mean? what does death mean to me? I can identify and idealize the structure of this card, and so then I'm inside of the cards. I'm in here. I'm in here, and this allows me to understand. Now I'm not just the person says. The person says, "Oh, here's you. You're the devil." Oh no, I'm everything I associate with the devil. Now if I start playing with the cards, I go, no, I'm actually all of these things. How amazing that is. Now you have all of these choices and all of these options, all of these archetypes. Much more powerful to understand the deck. And that's a great place from where I think most people that are card readers are. They have no idea ever that some people stand over the deck. I overstand these cards. It doesn't matter what this card says. If I went and somebody were going to read my cards, I would laugh at them. Somebody tried to tell me what my cards were, I would laugh. I'd say, you have no control over those whatsoever. I don't understand you. So when people talk to you, you have to say, I don't understand you, because you don't stand under what they're saying. So I would say, no, I overstand this deck, just like everyone else. This is the what I try to teach people. To here, first understand the deck, and then when I overstand it, then I'm no longer even defined by these archetypes and these archons. Then I can say, oh, well, this has even more of a value. It's not just this. I can turn this over here and say, hey, what do I really want the justice to mean today? What do I want that to mean? You know, what do the lovers mean to me today? Today, I can turn this into what? I could turn it into the moon if I wanted. Why wouldn't I? Why couldn't I? I could turn this to a card that doesn't even exist. Now I've overstood the deck. Now I have choice. Now I have absolute choice. In fact, as I go into this further, and you know, I've told people about, I'm going to make a tarot deck very soon. It's going to change the world. I literally mean that. Absolutely, it's going to change the human operating system. It's going to change people's subconscious and conscious minds. The entire way that you perceive the universe. And when people that are tarot readers, I think there'll be a lot of people that won't want to play with my cards because they'll be too powerful. They'll say, no, that's not those aren't classically, those aren't the 22 archetypes, and those aren't the 22 major arcana that I'm used to. And because they're stuck in a paradigm, just like the people that love their Rider-Waite deck. Well, stay there, stuck in that if you need to. But I'm gonna bring something forth that's going to literally reinvent the tarot. I'm reinventing the wheel. What do they always tell you? There's a lot of things they tell you in the universe. They tell you about taxes, they tell you about death, and they tell you about not reinventing the wheel. Well, I've already challenged all of those things. I'm reinventing the wheel, and I don't believe you, and I believe I'm immortal. So go figure. You know. So I'm gonna reinvent the tarot, which is the wheel. And that way, whenever people pick it up, it's like picking up a new computer system. You're using a computer right now that works on and off switches, ones and zeros, which is what this is. That's on, that's off. Now what if I told you there was a computer system that had more switches? Look at the choice. We're living in a duality world. Even these cards express duality. These cards express duality to the person sitting over there that is understanding the cards. This expresses duality to the person that understands the cards. But if you overstand the cards, even people that overstand the cards still address duality. But if you really overstand the cards, if you get outside of the crystal ball, well, what do these cards even matter? I can change these completely. I can change these into something else completely. So that when I hand these to somebody, they have more choice and more option. Rearrange the entire computer system. The whole human operating system. And it's going to work on Mayan cosmology and the human body. And it's going to use your hand. It's right in front of you. The world is in your hand. See? Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Get into it. Start to learn about what the tarot is from the archetypical values. And don't worry, it will probably, yeah, right. When I've ever finished this and get this in order, it'll be perfect timing for whenever you're going to need it or want it, or be able to have what you'd call as the fertile grounds and soil of your mind to operate and use a higher level system. It's like, basically, it's something beyond a spaceship. Like people are, like these cards here, And basically, to me, the way I see these two decks, these are Lamborghinis. These are Ferraris. These are very high level cars that I wouldn't think most people would be able to use. You know, everybody's out there just driving around in their little Ford Focus or whatever, which is a standard tarot deck. And I'm saying I'm building a spaceship. What up, Love Katesh? Good to see you, yo. What up, Gary? Okay. Man, there was something I was gonna ask you, Gary. Yeah, that red deck is crazy to me too. How did I ever did you listen to any of my videos where I told you how I found these cards? I don't know, Gary. There was something I was gonna ask you. Maybe it was in my dream last night. I don't know. I just felt like I was supposed to say something to you, and I figured, oh, I'll just see him today online or something. And I don't know what it is. Guess it wasn't that important, or it'll come back to me in due time. Well, let me just see what's going on with the day. Pia, so did you run all over these words here? Can you see the red card, please? Yeah, you can. Yeah, man, I was beat too because I was beat up on some Papa Legba alcohol. Everybody got me out here doing a spirit talk, so I figured I would consume some Papa Legba. It was fun though. And yeah, Alex Jones, butt fluff eater. I'll pick you up a card. Gayuba juice. Yeah. Yes. Okay, well, Pia. Anyways, I found these. Yeah, I don't remember which episode it's in. I mean, you're gonna have to scroll through like, I don't know, 30 hours of my rambling on about whatever to find it. But anyways, these cards, both of them, I found at a local shop. It was a place. It was a little tea shop, and I don't know how I found it or where it came from, but this tea shop had the most extensive collection of tarot decks that I've ever seen. And these two decks right here was just like glowing at me. I was like, oh, okay. And funny enough, a friend of mine was with me and was like, I didn't buy them, and they were a gift. And that's what they always say about tarot decks. They have to be given as a gift. You know, if they're really powerful, they have to be given as gifts. And my last deck I bought for myself, and that last deck I would take out, and it got rained on. I would throw cards at people. I mean, I was just using it to be fun with people, but these are super powerful. So here you go, man. Let me just go through and shuffle these in front of your face. Here, this first card I'm gonna pick up was for Fluffy Butt Eater, Fluffy Alex Jones, Fluffer Nutter Ball Sucker, whatever your name is. Boom, that's for you, homie. The Tower of Babel. Fluffy Nom 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 Nom. And that's the 16th card. Now it's funny that usually the Tower, usually it's a little more how do you say, like a little more dramatic, but in this deck it's a little less dramatic. It's not as like, oh my God, people are jumping out the building. You know, he's just dropping a couple clay pots. Let me find where I have to put these. Hey, so anybody that knows this, watch me do it again. Here's this card that jumps out every time. Somehow this jumps into the Major Arcana. It happened 3 times, and I did it live. Everybody's seen it happen. This jumped out 3 times. I'm putting it again back in the Minor Arcana box. And we'll see. We'll see how this shit jumps out again. I'm going to go ahead and put it in here. Okay. Do it again. And let me find something for you. Hold up. What is in the drawers? Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, and to King Fluffernutter butt rubber, Alex Jones tummy rubber, tummy blubber, tummy rubber Fluffernutter, whatever your name is. Yeah, so that's Saint Simeon the Stylite. Saint Simeon the Stylite is that guy right there. He's just dropping shit like, oops. But he's throwing up some gang signs though. Yeah, I'll do that for you. Hold on a second. And Plain Earth, what up, Feng Shui Phil? So this dude throwing up gang signs at y'all. Man, can you see it? Yeah, sometimes this likes to work and sometimes it doesn't. Anyways, see how he's throwing up that mudra. The Muladhara. I think he playing with his bowels. Anyway, so my dude Saint Simeon the Stylite, it's about risky experiences and challenging traditions. And getting into the unknown. So Peter Fluffernutter butt rubber. That's your card, man. And Pia, you wanted a card, huh? Yeah, so nom nom, get into eating some things you don't normally eat. Like get out, expand your horizons. Don't just eat ass, you know what I mean? What up, Rising Love? And Pia, you want a card? Which deck you want? You want one card? You got a question, or you just want me to pick a card for you? You want one deck or two decks? You want both the decks? What you want? Yeah, this is an amazing deck. And it's in the hand of a god, if you didn't know. I don't know if you know who I am, Plain Earth. Good to see you, though. Your chihuahua's whooping your pit bull's ass. Nah, that's just size, man. That's like, the little ones always got to try to pick on the ones that are going to get bigger. I don't know, man. I don't really know much about dogs like that in packs. How many dogs you got, dude? You got a bunch, don't you? It might have something to do, Gary, it might have something to do with where you're putting their food, you know what I mean? Have you ever, do you put your face, six of them, do you put your face in their food? Is it a new one? Do you ever dig your face and your hands in their food while they're doing it too, to teach them that you're super duper alpha and that they need to respect your authority? Because that's why my dog is so good about food. Like, the dog could be near any food. It has no qualms whatsoever about food. Yeah, that's good, man. That's so you want the red deck, Pia? You got a question, or you just want me to throw one for you? And Plain Earth, I'll do it in a second. You just tell me what deck you want if you got a question. They know. Gary says they know. They know I'm alpha. Okay, Pia, you got a question? Good. Pia, much better than Kia yesterday. Asking me to pull cards, I ain't got a question. You focused? Okay, what's the question? Nom 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 nom. Here, you can focus. Wah 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 wah. Yo, there's your card right there. I already know it's that one. Ask the fortune teller. I don't tell fortunes, I suggest them. Come on, Pia. Okay, Plain Earth, we'll get there as soon as Pia. Are you gonna say it out loud? You gonna let us all know? Are you gonna let us in on the secret? You just gonna flip it? I'm just gonna flip it for you. You can tell us. Okay, boom. There you go. Now you can tell us what happened. I'll tell you what's going on here. It's the wheel, the upside down wheel. Yeah, love. I'll pull you one after Plain Earth. It's the upside down wheel, and the will. I like to say will. The upside down will, which is 10. It's the 10th card. 10 has to do with 1 and 0, on and off. But it was upside down, which will tend to give you the opposing energy, but I don't really always give that answer, because to me there isn't necessarily an opposing force, but it's just a more of a magnetic force rather than an electric force. And that is the Archangel Gabriel. So look up who Gabriel is if you know anything about Gabriel. And basically, it just means an end of a cycle. You're at the end of something. You're at the end of whatever you're doing. I mean, people would say that to something bad to somebody like, there's no stability, or something's gonna get broken, or, I mean, but it's just basically changing something. Because any way you look at the circle, any way you spin the circle, any way you spin the wheel, whether it's forward or reverse, you're just changing the direction of something. So there you go. Hopefully that was somewhere in what you were. What up, Kenneth Jordan? What's going on, man? Oh, there you go. Should you continue your ritual? Well, there you go. There's your answer. It seems like no. It seems like you should do go in the opposite direction of that. I mean, that's kind of the idea, yeah. And plain Earth, your career outlook. I'll pull you one card for your career, and it'll just be kind of I don't know. You divine into it. I like to let people divine into it themselves. I'll just give you a little bit of guidance. I don't like to steer people too much with these cards unless they really want me to. But here we go. That's your card right there. No, I'm gonna bury that one. Fuck that. You're getting this one. Career outlook, man. Let's see. The Lovers, upside down. Upside down Lovers. I would take that as, if you ask about the career, something to do with, well, are you not happy where you are? Should you split from your job now? It seems like a change would be inevitable because there's not too much coordination and energy where you're at. Because that's the 6th card. That's about sexuality, enunciation. Another idea would be like you're putting too much energy into the job that you're not going to get anything out of. It might take way too long for you to actually, get the rewards from whatever you're doing now. That's the way I would read that. But you can obviously dig into it any way you like about that. What it is about 2 energies that would normally up this way. That's there you go. You're in bed with someone. So hopefully that was helpful for you. Love. Who is Love Katesh to me? You got to ask the cards. I could tell you who you are to me. Cool. That worked. That's actually about is that how you were resonating anyways, Plain Earth? And Kenneth, yeah. I'll pull the card for you for sure. Yes, ask the cards, dude. I like that. Ask the cards, dude. Okay. I'm gonna ask them both and see if we can get what my higher mind thinks I am to you, and then I'll give you the pagan mind. They're both gonna be. We're giving you 2 ideas here. You want that first one? No, we're gonna bury that. Oh no! Here's who I am. You can all see this in real time. Who I am to Katesh. Kabosh. And her question was exactly what? Let me see. What do I think I am to you? Oh, not what I think. Okay, what is my frequency? What is it for you? There we go. And here we go. Let's ask the pagan. The pagans. Dun dun dun. Dun. Bury that first one. See what the pagans got to say. Oh shit. Pagan said we're lovers. Uh-oh. That's you. You put that in there. I know you did. I know you did. Ha ha ha. And somehow you white too. Damn. Shit. I don't know why these pagan cards are so racist. God damn them. And the other one was the wheel again. The wheel upside down. Bow chicka bow wow. Look at that. The wheel came up twice. Both time inverted. It's a changing or altering of energies. It's a great deal of energy and infatuation spun in a different direction. Yeah. What you think of that? And Kenneth, let me pull you a card. What you think of that, Katesh? Is that about right? Is this what you assessed? Is this what you think that sounds about right? Maybe. You think maybe, man. You thinking and maybe and umming. That's a lot. That's three questions right there. You can't say thinking maybe. See, that's the problem. There's no commitment here. There's no there's no guarantees here. There's no commitment. I need commitment. I need to know, Katesh. Good, Kenneth. Thank you for the Kenneth, you see what? See, that's what's up. You come with the perfect question. Everybody else get a little too confused. Kenneth, you're gonna be good at whatever you do. I know that because you have a question formed soundly in your mind, and that's something people cannot do, and that's powerful. If you can put that energy and that question in your mind, you become the king, because you're asking the question. As king, you're asking. If you know how to ask questions, you always get the answers. So, your question was, should you continue whatever it may be that you're doing? And I'll give you from the red deck. Kenneth is Mr. Preparation. Yes, he is. I'm gonna bury that first one and boom. Oh shit, there you are, the Fool upside down. I like it. The Fool upside down. Now the Fool in this deck is even a little different than the standard Fool, because the Fool here represents the possession of Gersa. If you want to look up a name and just look into it a little more, it's Gerasa. It's the possession of Gersa. And you see there's a little dog biting his ankle. And it would be standard, it would be a recover of psychological facilities or a return to health. And if it's upside down, frenzy, madness, craziness, slavery. So no, you should not continue whatever the fuck you're doing. You should definitely alter your course and your path, or else you're gonna go crazy, man. You're gonna be like, oh, you know. I mean, you know, it's easy to be getting your leg bit by a dog standing up straight, but if you're upside down, I mean, you're in Australia like that, right? That's gonna be confusing. So no, I would say move on, keep it moving, get to something new, man. Find that other thing that you want to do. What up, Kia? I was just talking about you and you show up. I'm putting Love Katesh on the spot. Hilarious. Love Katesh. I'm a Gemini. Yeah, I am a Gemini. Oh shit. Well, you would lose it. You'd lose a different kind of virginity to me. It'd be like you get a physical cherry popped, and you get your like, you know that's dealing with the human energy. Have you ever been with a god? It'd be like a spiritual, psychosomatic, a mental popping of the cherry. It's a different virginity. So there we go. Kenneth, you like that? Was that right? And Kia, I was talking about Pia, who knew the question. You came at me the other day and you didn't even know what you wanted to know. You dismissed him and you want to dismiss me. Well, thanks. Most people want to dismiss me too, love. I'm used to it. I'm used to people dismissing me. Class is over. I'm out. I'm in recess, you know? Like they said. I dropped out of school because of recess. You think I'm playing? Ah, Kia. So I think I covered everybody that asked me to flip a card over. I think I divined some things for people there. I do need a beverage. Hold on, give me 30 seconds and I'll be right back. Oh man, that was so good. Oh, yeah. Sometimes juice is just perfection. Okay. Well, so where we at? What's up? Oh man, some apple cider. That it is the season for that, especially where you're at too, huh? You actually are seeing the seasons, huh, Gary? You're seeing the seasons. You're kind of like in the. It's actually fall for you. Where I am, nothing falls. Nothing falls here. We stay levitating down here. Even in the winter, you know. Yes, Rising Love, I can do that. The group card is going to be let's see here. These cards are taking a beating here. I'm gonna pull from the pagan deck this time for the group of people, because I figure y'all a bunch of pagans. You all should be burned at the cross, you pagan worshippers. You sun and earth worshipping fools. How dare you bow before your gods. Who is your gods now? Where are they? There we go. Bumps. There you go. What do you think? What you think? Everybody knows what's all over my apartment. Elephants. Is that right? Can you see that? That's an elephant lady. Let's see if I can get this to zoom in correctly. What? There it is. Knowledge. Check her out. She got elephant come outside of her skull piece. Star over her head. Number 5. Number 5. Which is all about physicality and wisdom, knowledge. Let's see what the Shapeshifter deck has to say about that. Traditionally, that would be the Hierophant card. And it's all about learning and integration of things. Gateways and obstacles being removed. It's a time of initiation and synthesis. Secrets revealed. And spiritual progress. Yes. There you go. That makes sense. You ask and you shall receive. There it is. Ganesh, yes. Ganesh. Just running through things. Are you a burnt out surfer or a burnt out farmer, or you're just burnt out from being a surfer and a farmer, or you're just burnt out in general? Ready for the tropics again, Barry? Yeah, Gary. Tropics are. Go to the beach, man. Why don't you go to that hippie beach, Sarasota? Yeah, well, I mean, we're all connected. Yeah, Love Katesh. We're into this spacesuit, right? I do speak about it a lot for sure. I mean, that's the 3 things, right? And they're all part of the same thing. I mean, if we're on this earth, we should take care of it. If we're in this body, we should take care of it. Pismo Beach. Pismo. Why do I know that name? Pismo. Oh. Yeah. Well, artist Kenneth, man, that's how artists work. We're crazy people. It's always like a giant, like, throw it everywhere. You know, that's what the artist does. It's hard It's hard to be hyper focused and like organized as an artist. That's why, because as you start working, you're so into what you're doing that everything else gets scattered. It looks like chaos, you know. See, we just take things and we just throw it all everywhere. We go and it somehow always turns out right though, you know. It's that explosive energy of what's going on inside of your being. Yep. All of a sudden, like, you know, a couple hours later, you look around like, damn, how did I make such a mess in here? You made a mess in here, but you got this one little perfected piece of artwork that's like, it's like, there it is. Scorpios, man. Scorpios are intense. I had myself a Latin Scorpio one time. She was something else. Oh, if it weren't for my Geministic tendencies, that probably would have worked a little better. uh, yeah, Latin Scorpio. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely regret screwing that one up. But then again, you know, in the long run, you kind of I like that wouldn't have worked for a long time anyways. It would have should have lasted a little longer, but yeah. Gary, you could tell, really. Yeah, it's pretty obvious to anybody that knows anything about us. You know, a little bit of astrology. Oh man, you snapped your Achilles. That's crazy. Oh, you got two Gemini brothers? Oh man, that's like dealing with like man, two equals like six and that and like that because man, well that's crazy. It's funny. I can always tell when I meet a Gemini and we're immediately best friends. It's really funny. Are your brothers older or younger, or are they both sides of you? Love Katesh. What are you? Um, I think you're probably a sun sign. But if you like Scorpios, I think you're either sun or earth to me. Like that's what it would seem. You're kind of like this is what yeah. It's like a which is very bright Leo or um, something a little more ground Taurus or a Leo. I go with Taurus or a Leo. That's the first two that I get, unless that's like one of your rising signs. Ah, rising love. You haven't talked enough to I didn't get Leo off of you. I didn't. Let me look at your picture again. Let me look at this tiny little picture here. Let's see if I see any Leo facial tendencies. Nah, not. Okay, well, huh. What? Not. Am I even right with the a sun fire or earth? Cancer. Oh, there it is. Okay, so you're August, right? Is that Cancer in August? No, Cancer's in. Man, see, I don't even know how this works. I don't know how these things work. I don't even know what month Cancer is. Oh, July. Yeah, we're next door neighbors. That's why the you too close to my. I need a taller fence with you. Pisces, fishy people. You know what? I don't know. I've never. There's certain people I ask what their sign is, and certain people, and usually whenever I ask someone, they tend to be a certain set of signs, and I don't know. I don't know who I know that is a Pisces. So, I guess I have to. I gotta start asking everyone now. What is your sign? Yeah, but then you come off like, oh, you're one of those people. What's your sign? Cancer. That's right, Gary. That's funny. I know a couple cancers. Yeah, yeah. See, another thing that comes into the mix for I don't know if it's just me or the or Gemini's in general. Like, if it obviously depends. Like, if Pisces is a male or female, like that's gonna the just the sign is part of it, but then the whether or not it's male or female plays a big role too. Because like for instance, I like Leo women, but I don't like Leo men. I find them too like okay, shut the fuck up. Okay, I get it. I get it, asshole. That's my general feeling that I get about men that are Leo. But women, I'm like, yeah, stand up and be strong and be aggressive. Be what you are. Roar, woman, roar. you know. Yeah, of course, rising signs are good to know. Yeah. Yeah. The Gemini mommy mixing up with the yeah. Whoa, heroin and meth. They went in opposite directions, huh? Wow, that's crazy, man. Well, they were Geminis, man. I mean, you get one in one direction, one in the other, huh? That's crazy, man. You took the middle path and just stuck to the weed, huh, man? Geminis will teach you something, I guess. You're okay with Gemini men, Katesh, yeah. Just okay. Well, good thing I'm not a man. I've upgraded. I'm gonna be on that. And I'm not full of myself either, so. Yeah, yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, I hear you on the water sign. Saying kind of two faced like a Gemini. Yeah, you just from the watery direction. Like Gemini's are a little more mouthy, and but at least, yeah, it's very similar. But can two Scorpios work out? I don't know any. I don't know astrology like that. You'd have to. I mean, if I looked at it, I could tell you real quick. But Scorpios, I don't know. You think so, Gary? Is that for Kia, Gary? Where you say yeah, two Scorpios? Yeah, two. Oh, okay. You're answering, love, Katesh. Two Scorpios may be too intense. You try out all the signs for sure. I always wonder if I've been with all the signs. Your mom is definitely two people. I'm more like 360 people, so I stopped being a dualistic Gemini a long time ago and I became like a trifold Gemini, then a quad Gemini, then I just became a lunatic. Too much venom. That's so funny, Gary. I was just talking to somebody about. I don't know if you heard me yesterday. I was talking about Venmo. It's actually venom. It's like the snake. The snake. So and Aries is the only one, Katesh. I mean, I'm kidding. I'm sure I've been with every sign, so but I don't. I just don't know. I know one specifically though that I'm like, yep, I will try that sign out again. That's the good one. Gary is a mama's boy. um, compatible with a Sagittarius. That's funny because the y'all kind of met on me. She's a Sagittarius cusp with the Scorpio, which is very funny. So she's like water, fire, and she always like she's on like she has like a more strong fire sign, but then she occasionally like water sign puts her fire out. It's very funny, and so she has a very dualistic nature because she's a cusp. I have a dualistic nature because obviously I'm an insane person. I'm a Gemini. But the Sagittarius, I don't know that I've been with a Sagittarius um, by itself. You said, Katesh, you said I try to get signs before sex. Like you wanted to know what someone's birthday was before you were throwing the back at them. Your hoeing days, digging backs out. Kenneth, you're on that same cup. Are you a cusp? Are you saying that to me? You woke up to a dude, Katesh, you're like, what's your birthday? Let me check. You know what? I ain't got one of those. Why don't you come with me, boy? We got some work to do. so, so Kenneth, your birthday is the 23rd then? 23rd of November? 23rd of November, 1990, what? 95? 96? All right, Rising Love. Good to see you. Oh man, disowned you, Gary. Well, I got whole family disowned me, so shit. I just figured I'd get a new one. Sometimes we upgrade, you know. Oh, 87? Okay, well shit. I was off by a little. I thought you were a little younger than that, man. You're a little older. Okay. Cash is it, man. Yeah, cash will do that. Yeah, Steven. Yeah, that happens that way. Well, if I get up in the morning, I'm motivated for a little bit. It'll turn into something for a little while I'm drinking my juice. But I think I might go out a little later today, and I just realized that I get free internet. I can get free internet at the park, at this beautiful park in New Orleans. So I might do a little broadcast from the park. Take you all on a walk and see the ducks and shit. We'll talk about nature, and you can check out some ducks and some weirdos in New Orleans. Yeah, what's up with all you November babies? What's going on here? What's happening? What have I done? Is it something to do with the hour of the day? Because if you look at it really too, it might have something to do with the hour of the day when people are coming here. If it's what is it, 9 o'clock, like, or wherever it is for you guys. Let's see. For me, it's almost 10 o'clock. In November, November's the ninth month. It's 9:40. I mean, where I am. So wouldn't that be interesting? Or November's the ninth month. November, yeah. November should be the ninth month. Excuse me. November, it should have been the ninth, and December should have been the 10th. And so that those 12 months kind of spin around the hours of the day. Something interesting there. I don't know. Get my kung fu shoes back on. Oh, there's a storm coming here, Gary. Wherever I am, storms don't hit. That's just what happens. Yeah, I gotta get off the line so other people that got work to do don't get all caught up in here. Like, God damn, I got work to do. I'm out here talking to listen to Zen talk stupid shit. Peace out, Katesh. All right, Gary. Hmm. Yes, indeedy, Duda. Electric Tau in the building. Oh, it's gonna little sunshine, little sun gazing's gonna happen soon. It's gonna be good. Yep. Any YouTube account on for what, man? What, like, specifically for astrology and stuff? Like, who knows astrology well? Is that what you're asking, Steven? For astrology, man, I don't know. You know, that's the one like topic that I know very well from a like how I know how it works. I don't know it specifically. Like, I couldn't tell you like off the top of my head what month a certain baby is born in, but I know how it all functions. And I've never really devoted the time or looked into any channel, so I don't know, man. Um, basically, Santos Bonacci. I mean, he kills it, but that's the highest level stuff, and he gets very esoteric in it. If you want just like an overview of it, I mean, I wouldn't say Santos. I mean, he gets way esoteric with it. If you just want to know the standard astrology, man, I don't know. Yeah, man, plain Earth, I got you. The 13th sign, a man holding a snake. I heard about that a little bit, but when it doesn't come from high level practitioners and you see the connection to like NASA and their bullshit, I immediately just go meow meow. Yeah, Mr. Astrotheology is Santos Bonacci. But again, I think I don't think he's the best place to get into it. I think it's way too esoteric. I mean, it's obviously the highest level wisdom, but if you just want an overview, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say to go through him. I mean, touch on it, see if it speaks to you. You know. Um, and plain Earth, blue card for your next move. You mean actually, if you to move, you want to move? Where should you go? Is that what you're asking? Here's your blue card. I'm gonna bury that one. The moon upside down. There you go. That would be one of the most confusing cards. Here it is, up, right side up, what it looks like. Two people howling at the moon with some wolves. Let's see what they gotta say, the pagans. That wasn't me. That was not me. That was a drive-by burping. It's like driving by someone's house with a baby and just, anyways. The moon card usually has to do with psychic abilities and dreams. Yeah. Unforeseen things. Deception. Now, what do they say in the Golden Tarot about the moon card? I would like to see. Which one is the moon? Yeah. It's basically the same thing. They actually give it. It's the Ascension card. So yeah, deceit, lies, viruses. That's one of the. It's not the worst card in the deck because there is no worst card, but it just says like, whatever the fuck you were asking. Like, I'd be very wary about, whatever you were focused on, like doing. Like if you were about to go out to lunch or something, maybe don't go to that place, because you might get your dumbass poisoned or something. That's all right, Kenneth. The drive. You like that key of the drive-by burping? What up, Skyhopper? Christine Whitehead. I don't know that I've seen you around these parts before. I'm only gonna be on here for a few more minutes before I take a trip to the park. And when I get to the park, I will bless you all with an outdoor event today. And as usual. Oh, and as usual. No, I just hooked it up. If any of y'all wanna deliver me any energy or currency, feel free to look into the description. I don't even know if it's on this one. Maybe I did it. Description on my videos. No, I got a couple places to throw energy to me. Venmo and this other thing called Cash. It's called Cash. It's pretty easy. Easy to sign up. Yeah. So, anyways, Electric Towel. Why do I think that we fear or distrust the moon? Man, Electric Towel, we discussed this hundreds and hundreds of times. I don't want to dig into that again. I've fully disclosed that information. I think it was parked there by man. In a sense, I think. Why? Because we distrust men. Why? Why do men poison us? Why? Why do men put their hands on everything and suppose they can make it better than the architecture of the landscape as sits? And from my position, it appears that everything about the moon is connected to the disassociation of nature. It has to do with money. Money is the moon. The connection to the moon is all about. That's where distrust comes from, because it gives leveraging source to the patriarchy, and it gives companies and like NASA and people with giant telescopes like the church, because the church isn't to be trusted. the pharmaceutical companies aren't to be trusted, and the church is the one looking at the moon, telling you when the moon is going to get in front of the sun, and they were controlling and burning pagans at the stake. That's why we don't trust the moon. Well, at least me. And it's not even about trust. It's about just what it is. It's a thief. This is why the thief comes in the night, because the moon is connected to everything about thievery. But then again, hey, on a larger scale, who knows? These are just part of the larger play, right? It's all just states of consciousness and states of being. So when I step up a level, like, who cares? We all here. We all out here. We all doing shit. It don't really matter. You know what I mean? But to break it down, why do people have why we got trust issues out here? Why do we got trust issues? We got trust issues because of because of Similac. We got trust issues because we came out the womb and they cut our umbilical cord. Why we got trust issues? Because they be selling babies on a black market. Why we got trust issues? They be sticking needles into us, claiming they got the cure, the panacea for the poison, which is us. It's all connected to the moon. Monotheism. You know what monotheism is? It's moon theism. It's all about control and architecting over people's consciousness and awareness. It's the moon matrix. But hey, whatever. What you gonna do about it? We in here. We're all in here. Yeah, man. Yes, it's funny that you work with what's called the bank and people that have trust or trust funds, and these are people that should not be trusted with a damn thing, because these are the people that are literally, absolutely, in every way, fucking up everyone's experience here on this planet, manipulating and controlling everything that people eat and consume through their eyes and their ears, the radio stations with your 3-minute and 33-second songs that repeat the same bullshit, and the Coca-Cola products as I'm sitting here drinking a Coca-Cola. You know what I mean? But just people don't know how it all works, and so they're underneath the spell, the delusion, the deluge, and so these people with trust funds with money, that have the most, are doing quite a bit of diabolical. There's diabolical schemes everywhere. And so even at a larger level, I don't give a shit. It's all states of being. But you know, for most people, I'm just answering it for the general consensus reality of the general consensus of where most people are in their consciousness. Why do we have trust issue? What is the problem? Well, walk through the grocery store, walk through a hospital, walk through a church, walk through a school, and tell me all about those books. Tell me where they came from. Tell me about the, you know, and then you know, there's the trust issues. There's the problem with the moon. Let's see if I can pick out let me pick out the solution to the moon. And the solution to the moon, I can almost guarantee you what card this will be. What did I tell you? What is the solution to the moon? The actual mother, the earth. I've been telling you this 1,000 times over. And even here, right in your face, right in real time, I can't do that. I tell you all the same thing. Especially my dude Electric Towel as we come here, right? What did I tell you? That the moon is a surrogate mother. The real mother is Earth. The moon is the surrogate mother. The moon is Similac, the simulation of lacking theory. It's getting the fake tit, the fake milk. The fake milk is the moon. That's why there ain't a fucking moon on here. There's the stars. There's the sun. There's the earth. There's the mother. Ain't a moon in the whole fucking thing. Solution to the moon. Mama Earth. Allah, Mr. Nature Boy. Mother, Black Mother Earth. Get all up in her guts. Sweet chocolate deluxe. You know? Skyhopper. Always good to see you around here, man. Anybody that don't know, Skyhopper, man, if you want to see a real magician, that dude. Yeah, that's your song, Kia. Yeah, that old meth song. Yeah. Yeah, the Similac, that's the one, Kia. That is the problem. We didn't get the colostrum. The colostrum. French vanilla peanut butter yeah. French vanilla butter pecan chocolate deluxe. Yes. That was always a fun one to say. Yes. And one of my, oh man, you're gonna make me go turn on Redman all day because he trips me out. He's one of my favorites for just wilding out doing stupid shit. Redman is beast mode. He was out here barking at people well before DMX was, before Dimsk was. Yeah, I am, Bap. It is much better. A little Reiki on it. I had a friend do a little jab, poked me in the head with her fingers, and then I drank a bunch last night, which really loosened some things up too. And yeah, I feel much better. Got a little more water in my system. Drank some chaga tea. Yeah, man, it was you know, it's funny, it was as much as it wasn't really in my nose so much. It was really weird. It was like behind my eye next to my ear, but somehow it was causing compression. It wasn't like it was just that, you know, that really dense compression. It wasn't really snotty. And I haven't had a cold or been sickened in really any way like in years. That was the first time it's happened. And it's funny enough, it happened to two other people that are really spiritual at the same time. Francis Luminous, he was on here last night. He was telling me he had a little bit of a sinus issue, and the day before, Wiley Schmidt got on and actually made a video about sinus issues, talking about Hilton Hotima, talking about sinus issues. It was crazy, all the same day. Oh, Zenith, nice. Okay, I'll hit you with that. Cool. Yeah, I figured I got sick probably because I think once you clean yourself up more, it's easier to get sick. People know that. Like, if you don't know that, like, you should know that. As your instruments become more fine tuned, if you do something stupid to yourself, it's like you can drive a shitty car around all over fucked up streets, but if you try to take a really fine tuned automobile on bumpy streets, as soon as you hit something, you're gonna know it. And that's kind of where we at. I'm gonna send you that thing from my other computer right now, Zenith. Zenith. Exactly. You all have to give me a second here. Beep boop beep beep boop. Oh, so that's gonna work for you though, huh? You checked that out. You downloaded that. Ah, Bap, see what's up, man? Isn't that hilarious? Your sinuses were blocked this morning too. I tell you, there's some shit going on, and I think it's yeah. Don't you just download the app. I don't do anything till I send you the invite, and then you get 5 ducats for free. So there we go. Oh shit! Give me a second, man. All right, Kia. Have fun making your runs today. Yeah, Bap. I'll try to. It's pretty funny that I was just getting into like the idea that spirituality, that people on a higher level get kind of sick at the same time, and this is from distance. You know what I mean? Like the connection from a distance, like the chords of connection of consciousness through the morphogenetic fields. Like other people wouldn't be sick, or you find people like, how the hell over there are they sick in the same way? And it's not even something that's like, oh, what sinus is it? That would be very funny to know. What sinus got all jacked up for you? Your left one. Okay. Interesting. It was my right one. Computers. But when did these goddamn? I feel like such an old person sometimes playing with computers. I'm like, well, how the hell did this shit get so complicated? When did everything become so difficult? Why can't I just push a fucking button? You know, I feel like an angry old man. Like I'm 65 years old. I can't see what the fuck is going on here. Why don't this goddamn thing? I just want to push a button and the shit to work. So it's just how I feel. I don't know. Does anybody else feel that way? Just insane. You can also get it. There's some apps to download to make the screen red, which is really, really helpful. If anybody didn't hear me there, the app is called Twilight, I believe, is one of them. Ireland, Fireland. No, I don't, man. I mean, you know that probably a good way going about Ireland, Fireland would be Tsarian, Michael Tsarian. He gets into the Irish heritage and all that. He does some pretty interesting stuff. But I never heard of the Ireland, Fireland before. That's interesting. goddamn shit takes so long. Push too many buttons. Sitting here complaining like I got the power of the universe in my hand and I'm bitching about it. The Louis C.K. bit, anybody heard that? People on an airplane using a phone to do things like they're on a goddamn airplane using a phone to connect to the internet and they're complaining. It's like, do you even understand the power that you have? You don't understand where you are? Man, oh man, this is taking forever. Hey, if this gets cut off, it will be right back on. So if this link here gets cut off for y'all, I'll come right back on. Let me see here. The symbol hypnosis. Yeah, I mean, I did a whole thing on that, man. I definitely got into symbol hypnosis completely. Okay, and we're back. Look at that. Louis C.K. uses C.K. to get 33. Yeah, but he's amazing. He's amazing and hilarious. Louis C.K. Because his last name was C.K. S-I-K-A-Y, I believe. Unless that's just part of the story. God damn him and his jokes. Lying sack of shit. Okay, look at this. I'm almost there. It's almost being done here. Gotti Tracks, what are you talking about dildos on here for? Oh, it says ditto. Oops. Zenith Del Rey, hold on, let me hit you up. I'm gonna hit you up right now. Zenith Del Rey at Gmail. Let me know if you got that. It just apparently was sent. An invite. I don't know if it works where everybody gets $5. I'm gonna invite you all. Got to give me your emails and whatever. And I'll invite you all. I'll invite you all to be my friends. Oh shit! That's I can get. Oh shit! You all hit me up on my Gmail. And invite your friends, and we'll send you both $5. We could become rich. Okay. Oh, that's crazy, man. You watch me with the kids? So, you sometimes I wild out, man. Sometimes I get spastic and use foul language. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes I make... I have blue humor. Shit's almost black sometimes. I try to stay away from black jokes. I don't want to get too racist with it, but... Yeah, the symbol hypnosis, man. There's a really good video to watch if you ain't seen it before. This is one of the first ones that I watched maybe, I don't know, 15, 16 years ago. Was a Michael TsarZen video called, I believe it's called Symbol Literacy. I mean, if you look up TsarZen and symbols, he does a really good presentation. And so does Jordan Maxwell, obviously. He goes a little bit more into language. And then obviously David Icke. I mean, as much as, people can say what they want about those gatekeepers, they do provide quite a bit of solid knowledge. Just don't go too far down that path with the shape-shifting moon-based aliens, because then everybody sounds like a fucking idiot, you know. Oh, just stick to the symbol stuff that he gets into. Keep it simple with the symbols. Keep it simple with the symbol, you dildos. Gotti. Oh, you've been into TsarZen, yeah. Yeah, see, there you go. We bought the same timeline too, man. Exactly. That's funny. You know, for me, I don't know. I think Ike might have been one of the first that really got me into, like, you know, the whole thing. Not conspiracies, but just how it all unfolds. The whole kit and caboodle. Yeah, man. I don't know if you've ever seen any of my earlier ones on just the magical things. I bet you know, what's his name? He's an artist for DC Comics. Grant Morrison. You know Grant Morrison? Wow, man. For real, that's crazy. That's wicked, man. I appreciate. That's so cool. I always wonder. I always wonder to myself, you know, who's got that kind of time? Who's followed all my videos? Like, I always go, man. You know, there's there's probably someone out there. Holy shit, that's crazy. That's mad crazy to me. Yeah, Chaos Magic. That's my dude. He's a nutcase. I like him. I bet that's the kind of dude that is like just entertainment value at a party for sure. And if anybody hasn't seen him, you should check out Grant Morrison's talk he does in front of what, Disinformation, that book. Is that what it's called, Disinformation? It was a festival, and he did like a 20-minute talk, 30-minute talk on chaos magic and sigils, and it was a great talk. Wow. Thanks, man. That's really like awesome. I'm happy to hear that. A lot of people say things like that to me, and you know, I've always been the kind of person, like, I don't know what to do with a compliment. I'm like, all right. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. You didn't get my email. You can't find the app. Let me see here. I'll show you what it is. Let me find. I'll show it to you here in front of your face. On the Play Store. Yeah, that's the one right there. Bang bang. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up. It's super easy to use. Super duper. But you did not get my email. So weird. Let me open up my app again and try to send you again. Maybe I put the maybe I put your name in wrong. Yeah, go look again. Maybe even look in the trash. You know, sometimes that happens. Bap, I appreciate it, dude. Yeah, look in the garbage, Zenith, and let me check again to see I got your email right. I might have just typed it in wrong. I probably spelled Del Rey with a ray and rather than a ray. An array, I guess. Yes. Let's see here.
Yeah, apparently I sent it to the wrong person. That's probably what happened. Okay, I just sent it again. It should probably come this time. Oh my god, I'm coming this time. It's too early for this. It's too early. Okay, here we go. Back to the bottom. Okay, cool. I'll be right back, y'all. Give me 1 second. All right, you weirdos. Who is left here? Who is right? Who's left and right? So I'm probably gonna get off of this thing in about 5 minutes, and then go to the park and probably get on there later with a little more inspiration, little more stuck in the middle. Yeah, exactly. I'm here stuck in the middle with you. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to the park and find myself some inspiration, so I have something to talk about. Weird, it just came. Well, you got to rub it a little more sometimes, Zenith. Sometimes it's kind of just there in the middle of hyperspace. The email was sitting there going, Yeah, man. You're just home from the mountains. You're in the UK, right? This is all the this is all the sinus stuff coming up my throat now. Finally. Good. That's right, Ireland, okay. Gamma breathing, nice. Blind email A. What up, Christine? Belfast. That's right, the Belfast Observer. Belfast Observer Skywatch. Yeah, whatchamacallit on here. What's his name? Skyhopper? You know Skyhopper on here? Christine Whitehead, what you mean blind email, eh? What- Does if I get RedTube on here, does it upgrade where I can have all you people put your silly mugs on here? Is there anybody know anything about RedTube? I ain't done any research. I just seen it pop up the other day. I was like, oh, RedTube? What? I gotta pay to use YouTube? Is there any extra features I get? Anybody know? Well, radical. Oh, nice, dude. Yeah. Hit me on. Let me see if I can type in here anything. That'd make it so much easier. Can I do that? Can I? Doesn't appear that I can. Enable flash, mute microphone, share. Nope. I can do dance parties. I definitely can do that. Okay, man. My email. Man. I feel like I've been smoking like 6 packs of cigarettes since I was a child. Zen Alchemistry. Try that one. Zen. And then the word alchemist. Like alchemistry. Chemistry. ALCHEMISTRY. And that's at Gmail. Did you get that? Yeah, that's funny you say that, man. I always think of all the people out there that are like mastering arts right now, like these like next level, high level, like aerokinesis, telekinesis, etc., and they're just holding on to it, not putting it on video because they don't want to. You know, they watch them X-Men movies, they watch some other movies, like, oh no, they're gonna round us all up and think we're gonna kill everyone and. We can't show our powers. I always wonder about that, because you know I know enough people that can do it. You know, I've done enough things myself. Not specifically like aerokinesis style, but I've played with the wind a little bit. I definitely can play, I definitely played with the wind, a little bit of water. Cloud busting is a good place to start for people too. Christine Whitehead, are you talking about my the email stroking joke? Okay. What up, Lou M? Christine Whitehead, Lou M. Upgrade. We need pictures on the side. I don't care if it's just a symbol or whatever. Remember, you make yourself a little sigil or whatever. That's like super powerful for yourself, and for whenever other people are looking at it, it puts energy into it, you know? Or you could put a picture of your mug on there. You could put your big fat stupid head on there. Cool, Bap. Yeah, man, sigils are great. I just haven't, you know, I only use them. I know, man, it's so awesome. I need to, as much as I know about them and teach people about them, I hardly ever make them. It's pretty funny. Only because I think the few times that I've had, I've instilled a little too much power and I kind of broke a few things, I guess you could say. Man, oh man. Let me go and, there it is. Clear that up. I'm sure anybody that's worked with any kind of magic has broken something or done something that like, oh I didn't, that's why you gotta have the other protection symbol there. Oh, or man, I put too much power in that thing. Yeah, Bap. I think you probably heard me talking in some of my videos about these tarot cards, right? And what I'm doing soon. So I'll ask you right here live. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you wanna get on this, we'll chat over email about it a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I got a few people that I think I want to have a bunch of different artists get down and work on some next level tarot cards. And if you didn't hear me talking about it, I'm talking about like reinventing the tarot, reinventing the wheel for real.
like the whole human operating system with new cards that are they're going to be super high level, like changing everything. Nano quartz crystals, printing, different shape. It's going to be a different number of cards. I'm going to base it on Mayan cosmology. Karmic Oak Run. Oh, there you go. Excellent. Look at you. There you are. Full moon as an energy draining time. Does it drain at a constant rate? You know, I found that depending on my health and well-being, I'm either delivering into the system of the moon matrix or pulling from it. So as everybody hears me go off about what the moon is as a destructive principle and a surrogate mother, and I do that from the level that 99% of people it's destructive for because of what it is. But if you're in a pretty healthy state, you can actually flip it around. You can actually pull energy from. You don't have to be the moon doesn't succubus from you if you're healthy. But 99% of people on this planet aren't healthy. You can look into what's his name? Grim Nasty's work on it. But there's a lot of people out here that were just like, no, the moon is fuck the moon, the moon's evil. I mean, and I say the same kind of things, but I do it with a caveat, meaning once your body is clean and you know what it is, you can flip a switch and go in the opposite direction. It's like me saying this before to people. If you could go into a church and you could extract energy from a church if you know what you're doing, rather than going into it and because the church, and I've done a big video on this, the church as a capacitor, because of all of the material it's made from. Look at the floors. They're using piezoelectric things in the floors. The shape of the church, the top of it is usually, especially older ones are plated in metals, noble metals. A lot of them, even gold. So they're basically capacitors for energy. And if you know what you're doing and you step into a capacitor, you can extract energy. So when we start to think of it that way, the point of it is this isn't just oh yeah, I'm high level practitioner. I'm the captain awesome of the mental spiritual realms. I mean, if you walk into a church or you walk outside and your body literally has magnetic iron ore from the cereal you've been eating every morning, you're not getting anything out of that moon. And so but most people are so unhealthy that they're getting extracted from on many levels. So it's more connected to your density, literally density, mentally, physically, and spiritually, emotionally. So I hope that kind of answers your question there, Okran. What up, Cam? Yeah, that makes sense. Does it make sense? Like really, like that because I like to make sure that it's not just going over people's head. I like to make it tangible. Like you can measure these things. You can measure the piezoelectric quality of your body. You can look at a church and look at the materials it's made from, and then go, oh, this is exactly why is there ceramic here. Yeah, it's the same reason there's a spark plug in your car that has ceramic and metal in it. It's a spark generating thing that is actually exploding the gases. And if you go into a church, you're breathing out a gas, breathing in and breathing out gas. You're literally creating a charge inside of a church. And oxygen, and so water vapor is everywhere, which is hydrogen and oxygen. And hydrogen and oxygen are both jet fuels. Go figure. Put that in your jet engine and explode it, Interesting, Bap. Yeah, see, for me, I just, like I say to people, I've always taken more of a hands-off approach to magic, despite the fact that I know so much about it. More in a Manly P. Hall
way. Like, here's the 3 kinds of magic, and I'll give you an 8-hour diatribe on everything about levels of magic that he probably doesn't even know. And I just go, when I die, I just have to take it through my consciousness, a la Dan Winter, and I gotta learn how to use my mind to do this, so I can traverse the entire scope of reality without actually doing physical things. You know what I mean? Use my mind to create. But I kind of dip into the magic here and there a little bit. But I've never, I hardly ever use the moon for anything. Yeah, that's very funny. Oh, karmic Okran. Yeah, there. If you go to a nice church, just keep to yourself. You know what I mean? Don't because those people in the church. If you don't know what you're doing, just don't interact with the asses, the mass. Just get in there, get in where you fit in, and collect the energy. Breathe it in, pull it in. I mean, it's funny. I've done it a couple times. I did it kind of fun. Like, really, it was there's a church, a giant church in New Orleans. It's Jackson Square. It's this beautiful, big, old church. It's like super powerful. I went there like on Easter Sunday. I had this gold gown on. I mean, my hair was down. I was like Jesus out. And my buddy, he's like super black. He's like nitro black, nitroglycerin, like dark as night. He dreaded out, and he's got this this long flowing robe on and whatever. And so we just look at each other, start laughing, and we're like, all right. So we just walked in the church and like walked through the church on Easter Sunday. It was quite a spectacle and hilarious. So yeah, it's interesting to do. If you can handle the charge of going in there, that energetic thing. Once in a blue moon, Baps, yes. Yeah, electric towel. Water does explode life, and the furthering thing is water implodes into like panacea, right? That's kind of what the kidneys do. It pressurizes and implodes water out of your kidneys to become like solutions to things. It's like a mirroring concept. Both sides of the mirror, there's life on. There's no death anywhere here. Yeah, it's interesting, Bap, that idea you just wrote there about like it's Neo, it's the Neo, right? And it's the classic martial arts movie. We'll teach you all of this martial arts so that you don't need to use it. But then there's always that battle, so they can sell the movie. and make you want to go to become a martial artist, and then watch these kung fu movies, and then you go and see how many people are signing up, how many kids are signing up to be martial artists the next day. It's pretty funny. Yeah, and funny, most of this magic you would learn in this realm is actually to be used in the other realms. Very funny. Morpheus Watts. That's hilarious. Yeah. Like Reggie Watts and Alan Watts. That's hilarious. Oh, Rising Love, what up? I don't know. I get sucked into these vortexes of people, and my chair is so comfy. My orange chair. Y'all got me my orange chair instead of my purple one. Screw it. I'm moving over my purple chair. We upgrading the situation today. Oh shit. Oh, you could hang out with my dude. Here we go. Oh. Boom. That's my dude right there. Yes, yes, the purple chair. You know all about that right there. There it is. There it is. Y'all get to hang out with my dude Shade. You get to hang out with my Shade for a second here. I don't like to always be on camera. I don't mind it. I used to mind it a little bit, but I don't really care anymore. It's just I happen to be kind of assed out here. Just sitting here just sitting here with a shirt and no pants on. You know, that's how we get down on Sundays. It's Sunday, right? Shit, I don't know what day is it. Hey, what up, Lincoln? Oh, Bap. Well, you know, there are people that do need wands and staffs. We can hook this up. I don't know if you do it online or whatever, but I'm gonna try to get this little site put together pretty soon. You know, and you know, with all the weird things that I know that I can create. Yeah. And in the meantime, if you wanted to make me one, I wouldn't be mad at you. I always say in the world, you don't get anything you don't ask for. And my pappy told me, if you need a nickel, you ask for a dime. I like that Morpheus Watts. Oh, you got purple carpet? Yeah, my car. Yeah, you seen this right here. I didn't know. I was gonna do something a little more funky, but I figured, you know, the furniture and the colors are already a little funky. I already got a lot of colors, so I figured I'd just stick with the earthy green. Super champion, it's Saturday where you are. It can be any day you want it to be, you know what I mean? You go talk to Santa? Yeah. Oh, you never seen my whole place before? It's all right. It's a little bit of a mess right now because I don't know, because I've been up for hours. I was up last night drinking with y'all. You had me up hanging out with Papa Legba. I ain't used to that. I ain't used to that business no more. I'll be right back, y'all. All right. Figure clean up a little bit here. Where you all at? Let's see what's happening here. Oh, Batman. You know I'm only half kidding, but that's cool, man. If you did, oh, wicked. You gonna go see Santa Claus though? You gonna go see take some magic mushrooms? Oh, anyways, here, Rise and Love. Check it out. You never seen my place? Here it is for anybody who ain't seen it before. There's where the deep thoughts with Jack Handy happen. And there's my recliner. There's where all of the magical things happened. Yeah. Oh, dude, the elephant right there. My other dude, the elephant. There's some herbal healing chart. And there's a real deal, like, that's a real deal flying carpet. Some picture I painted a long time ago. Here we go. That's how I'm living, yo. Massage table. Then there's lots of things in there that I'm not. I'll show you all soon. Yeah. Yeah, there's lots of fun stuff in there. Crazy things and things in the drawers there. And then the kitchen. I've shown you all the kitchen one time. I show you the bed. So there's a like tapestry over the bed. Yeah. This one here. Let me Yeah, that's straight from India. You get a discount on that too. Cause I was there with my friend Ami at the French market, and the guy was like, "This is $90 for you." And she just laughed in his face. She's like, man, I'm from Gujarat. Don't $90. She's like, I'll get my mom to send me one of those for $10. And he was just like, okay, today, you know, I have to get it here. I have to make a, you know, so I got it for like $50 or something. But yeah, it's super fresh. Check it out. That's like all hand done. And that dream catcher is real dope too. Check that out. I wish I could hang it from the ceiling, but I couldn't get up there. The ceilings are too high here. Yeah. Yeah. And there, here, rising love. You can so when you go to bed tonight, you can think about laying next to Zen. Boom chicka bow wow. Catch me in that astral realm. That's for all the beautiful ladies in the future. If you want to spend the evening with me, y'all, you're more than welcome to. Come see me. We keep it fun in the astral. Yeah, y'all invited. Cause the fun thing is you could change form and shape. Although most of you, I don't think I think I like you the way you are. Propositioning women in the astral. That's crazy. What you doing? Wilding out over here, huh? What's going on? Good. Yeah, Bap, as I tell everybody here, if you all want me to see anything, go to one of my other videos or just, you know, email me or whatever. But put it in, if you're going to link me to something, put it in one of my comments of another video. Because these things that you're saying here, I don't get to see them. Once this is done, it's done. I'm recording this live, so I don't take up any bandwidth on my phone, and you guys get a little high quality bandwidth, any memory on my phone, and it jumps to line a lot quicker. See, if I recorded this any other way, this shit would take forever to upload. And so, anyways, I don't get to see these comments again. These all disappear. So all the wonderful things you all say just go off into oblivion. Christine Whitehead, is that you trying to come see me, Christine Whitehead? You know, time don't exist that in there. I mean, it's a little tougher to get outside of the time space. Most people, the astral travel is direct time. Like you're not gonna get out. It's harder to get outside of the time than you're doing. See, there's a difference between astral projection and astral travel. See, we get into this high-tech stuff here. Oh man, it's being weird. You must be doing something wrong. You gotta, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I ain't used it before. I just hooked it up today. So the Venmo and the cash ain't working. I'll see what else I can hook it up. I'll see what other. I probably just get a PayPal or whatever if everybody knows how to use that. It should be up there. I don't know. It's really hard for me to access all my videos. It's stupid. Most of and I'm working from an Android, so I don't know. If I can, it should be, if you type that in, you should be able to find it. And Christine, you were saying you'd be traveling at night from the UK, to get out of body and move like through space, or excuse me, through what you'd call time, is astral projection. You're projecting to somewhere, projecting into a different time, basically. Astral travel is to what you're doing. Like if you get into a car right now and you go somewhere, you're astral traveling. You're traveling through space. Projection is through time, if that makes sense. That should make sense. Travel and projection. One is pushing your spirit, your body, your consciousness to somewhere else in time. I mean, you're obviously, time and space are intimately connected, but you can see the difference. You're moving through time, basically, where astral travel is moving through space. Oh yeah, you can hit me at Zen Alchemistry. Zen, and then the word is alchemist, RY. Zen Alchemistry. Gmail. Oh shit, Gary back in the building. Still got me here. Let me, let's see. I keep saying 10 more minutes, and I get comfy. Get into a conversation about some shit. Let's see. So, yeah, feel free to hit me up on that email, though. You got it, Zenith? Oh, Christine, what you do? Did you get me sick? Is that why I have this cough? I can't remember all my dreams. What did you do? What you catch me in the astral and get me sick? You give me gave me the sickness in the other rooms. I was talking about that earlier because there's a bunch of people like on some high spiritual shit that they're all kind of got a little bit of a cough right now, a little bit of sinus problems. Francis, no, you just said that. Somebody else was just saying it earlier. I forget who it was saying they had a little sinus congestion. Wiley Schmidt, literally the same day that I was like talking about like my sinus being all tore up. And then he starts talking about Hilton Hotima, and he's reading this part of the book that I was talking about. It's very funny. Yeah, I don't know why it's so difficult. I think it's probably just the general universal thing that I've always just maybe and let me try to make it a little more difficult. Let me see if I can make it a little more difficult for you. Edward. No. It's my first name, Edward. My actual first name is Zen. How's that? Actual. Get out of here with all that actual shit. Government names and shit. What, Katesh, you ain't from the hood. You ain't from the hood, are you? You know, ain't nobody uses government names anymore. Depends what streets we hanging out on. How they know me on that block? They know me as Jesus over there. They know me as Big Sally on the other side. They know me as Francis Ford Coppola down the block. They know me Zenny around here. They know me as the Capoeira Kid. And yeah, let me see, Zenith Del Rey, let me see if I can, look, what's your problem on that side? Let me see if I can, like, I'm not seeing anything come in, like, how it even would work. I don't even know how to. Oh, wait, do I have to request something? Would that how it would work? Let me see. Oh, no shit, well, that's interesting, because there's a way I can... No, I mean, I don't need to do that. I could, I suppose. That's interesting. You can request or pay for something. No, I mean, it's pretty basic. It's just yeah, that's why I hooked that one up, because it seemed to be the easiest one out there. Just right to it. You want to stop raining in Columbus? You know how much energy I have to throw into that, man? My brain is still a little cloudy, a little clogged up. How can you choose a good name? I don't know. What do you feel? What do you feel like? That's interesting, Karmic Oak Run. I dig it though. Oak is strong as an oak, huh? I dig that. I know. I always said you barely Gary. Yeah, the other day it was raining. It was raining in New Orleans. I was like, I wanted to go out, but I'm like, yeah, we kind of need the rain. We kind of need the rain here. So check it out, y'all. My phone is almost dead. I don't know. It's not getting a very good charge right now. So let me charge my phone up, and I'm gonna go to the park, and then I'll hit you all a little later. Feel free to get back on, and Zenith Del Rey. Yeah, hit me up on Gmail, I guess. Try to figure this shit out. In Carmick, oh, when you grew up in the hood. Before I get off here, what hood you grew up in? Oakland. Now you way too white. You Detroit maybe. What kind of hood? You Detroit-ish? You probably grew up in the hoods of Connecticut. Which actually, funny enough, I heard that there's some pretty thick ass hoods in Connecticut. I don't know nothing about it, but. Alright, Rise and Love, check you later. Bap, maybe see you later too, yeah. Oh, Bronx, okay. A queen in the Bronx, as they say, huh? Oh, you did live in Michigan. Cam is from the hoods in Connecticut. You cut from the rich white hood. Cut from the yeah, I figured. I knew that too. That's funny. As soon as I read that, adjacent to the hood, just a little ways away beyond the ivy towers and the you on the wrong side of 8 Mile, boy. You was on the right side. Xena the Princess Warrior, yeah. All right, yeah, I'm gonna check you in a bit. I gotta charge my phone, so I'll check you guys a little later. Wait, hold up, Rising Love, lying ass. Tell me you're from Rochester, New York. Get out of here. For real? How old are you, Rising Love? What town you from? Pittsford? Irondequoit? No, you would be from. No, you's probably from. Too old for me? No, I'm older than you. And what you from? Maybe probably Irondequoit, huh? Tell me though. Let me know where you from. Shit, you graduated from high school after I did. Let me guess again. How about Spencerport? Ah, you hilarious. You hilarious. Okay. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.